photos you probably have seen of Miley Cyrus, her haircut. Well, now there's even newer photos of her sort of covering up the said haircut, which now has a name. It's called the Miley, in case you didn't know, from photographers. Is she having remorse over the haircut? That's the big question. It's a very big question. We're also talking about Taylor Swift today and a new song. It's about an ex, maybe. Who's it about? We're going to tackle these two pressing issues right this second.
And speaking of two, we have two people to help us do it. He is the founder of GossipCop.com. She is an entertainment contributor. He is Michael LeWittes. She is Katrina Szish. All right. So, Katrina, to the subject of the Miley, and isn't that convenient?
It's going to be called, let's call it the Miley. Yeah. It's the Miley.
Regret? Is it?
This is a no regret situation. This is a woman who really orchestrated this haircut. She counted down to it on Twitter. This was really something she was prepared to do. But why is she covering it up? I've got two reasons for you. First of all, when you go from long hair to short hair, it's really hard to style. This is hair 101 for women anyway. You have long hair, you can just toss it up in a bun. It's short. Well, what are you going to do? You got to cover it up because otherwise you have to style it. Yeah. Secondly,
I always know I go to the ponytail.
Josh and the ponytail, I love it. But also, listen, by covering it up, people want to see this haircut. It is such a huge buzz. By covering it up, she's kind of extending the excitement, extending the curiosity, and really prolonging her time in the spotlight.
Michael, does she love the attention?
Well, absolutely. She loves the attention. And now, for lack of a better phrase, there's a bounty on her head. She's covering her hair. People want the shot of her hair. Photographers want this. They're going to get in the magazines. They're going to sell to different TV shows if they get the hair. She loves the attention, but she doesn't care about the criticism. People went off her on Twitter. She loves that stuff. She doesn't care. She's also trying to tell people, listen, you remember me as Hannah Montana, but I've cut my hair. I'm edgier. I've got tattoos. I've got piercings now.
Yeah.
People, I'm grown up.
We get it. We get it. I officially get it. Totally. I 100%. Quickly, Taylor Swift debuts her new song, We're Never Getting Back Together, on a webisode last night. She sat down with our Cynthia McFadden at ABC and gave us actually the exclusive scoop on the story behind the song. Take a look.
I was writing with Max Martin and Johann Shellback, who are two of my absolute songwriting heroes. And then this guy walks in who is a friend of my ex's and starts talking about how he's heard we're gonna get back together. And that was not the case. And so I start telling them the story of this, just break up, get back together, break up, get back together, just the worst.
First of all, she's so cute. I just had to say that. But it wouldn't be a Taylor Swift album without a song about an ex. So who is this one about? Katrina.
You're right. Another album, another breakup anthem. It's becoming a trend. But early speculation points to Will Anderson. Now, he's the lead singer of a band called Parachute. The two were linked last December. They had a very on-again, off-again relationship. I know even Gossip Cop mentioned that they were just friends. It was kind of back and forth, but the pair spent a lot of time together in Nashville. And people are saying it's about this guy because they never really knew what was going on. And also, he was supposedly a big lover of indie records. There's a line in the song where she says, find your peace of mind with some indie record that's much cooler than mine. Who's going to have cooler records than Taylor Swift? It would be Will Anderson.
Michael, little rejoinder?
I'm going to respectfully disagree and say that she should retitle this Dear Jake, just like her song, Dear John. I believe it's about Jake Gyllenhaal. There were a lot of reports, as she said, about them getting back together. It wasn't true at the time. And even in the February issue of Vogue, she said that I'm writing this album about heartbreak, and it's about someone who really upset me, and I had a hard time during Christmas. They broke up a few months before. I think it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Maybe she'll tell us sometime soon. He is Michael LeWittes. She is Katrina Szish. Thank you both very much.
So great. Thank you.